Anna's shoulders shake violently as sobs escape her lips. She clutches the phone tightly, her voice breaking. He's ignoring me. He's disappeared. I don't understand. Her eyes are red, streaked with tears, a mix of hurt and desperation. Beside her, Sophie sits silently, her hand lightly resting on Anna's arm, her smile soft, soothing, a perfect mask. Inside, however, a wicked thrill courses through her veins. The trip to the villages wasn't wasted. Her plan is working, and she can hardly cope. Sophie leans toward Joe, her confidence radiating like fire. Her voice is soft, almost teasing. Would you like to go out with me? Joe looks up, caught off guard, surprise flashing across his face before it melts into a wide, delighted smile. Yes, he says, grinning like a man who's just been handed exactly what he wants. Sophie's heart flutters, but not from love. It's triumph. She's got him, and the thrill of conquest sparkles in her eyes. The air between them buzzes with unspoken promises.
You are the one
The
I've
candlelight
always loved.
dances across their table, casting soft shadows over Joe's intense
You
gaze.
are the one I've
He
always
reaches
loved.
across, brushing a strand of hair from Sophie's face, and his
You
voice
are the
trembles
one
with a
I've
mix of awe
always
and
loved.
longing. You are the one I've always loved. Sophie's lips curl into
You
a
are the
smile,
one
a
I've
mixture
always
of
loved.
delight and secret triumph, her eyes sparkling with the satisfaction of being
You are
wanted
the
and
one
winning.
I've always loved.
Laughter escapes her as the tension melts into warmth, the clink of
You
glasses
are the one
punctuating
I've
the night.
always loved.
Around TH. Anna stares at her phone, trembling fingers hovering over the screen. She dials again, her voice quivering as she whispers to herself, please. Pick up. But the cold, unyielding silence greets her, no ring, no voice, nothing. Her chest tightens, and tears spill freely, burning down her cheeks. The weight of emptiness presses down, her mind spinning with confusion and dread. He's gone. He's gone, and she has no idea why. Each unanswered call feels like a dagger twisting deeper into her heart. Sophie paces
I knew
excitedly
you
across
could
the
do
room,
it.
her phone pressed tightly to her ear, a triumphant smile spreading across her
I
face.
knew you could do
Mom.
it.
It worked, she whispers, barely able to contain her
I
excitement.
knew you could do it.
On the other end of the line, her mother's laughter bursts through the speaker,
I
loud and
knew
joyful.
you could do it.
I told you, my daughter, her mom says proudly.
I
Patience
knew you
always
could
wins.
do it.
Sophie collapses onto the couch, laughing breathlessly, her eyes
I
shining with
knew
victory.
you could do it.
She has no idea, Sophie says, shaking her head in disbelief.
I knew you could
Joe
do
is
it.
mine now. Completely mine, her mother claps and cheers on the other
I
side
knew
of the
you
phone,
could do it.
celebrating as if a great prize has been won. You were smart,
I
Sophie,
knew
she
you
says
could do
warmly.
it.
You saw what you wanted, and you took it. Sophie leans
I
back,
knew you could
satisfaction
do
washing
it.
over her like a warm wave. In that moment, the betrayal
I
feels
knew
like
you
triumph,
could do
the
it.
deception like strategy. Mother and daughter laugh together,
I
convinced they
knew
have
you
outplayed
could
the
do
world,
it.
unaware that the consequences of this victory are only just beginning.
I knew.
The apartment feels impossibly empty as Sophie's footsteps fade down the hall. Anna collapses onto her bed, curling into herself, trembling, tears streaming down her face like a storm that won't end. The room around her is a chaos of scattered clothes, papers, and memories, a mirror of her heart. Every heartbeat echoes with betrayal, every sob a reminder of the promise they once made. She presses the phone to her chest, wishing she could call for help, for comfort, for anything. But the silence answers her, cold and unyielding, leaving her utterly alone in the wreckage of trust. Anna's trembling fingers tap the phone, hope flickering in her tear-streaked eyes. Please. Just pick up, she whispers. The call connects, but instead of Joe's voice, Sophie's confident, bold tone cuts through. Why are you disturbing us? Anna freezes, shock and disbelief washing over her. Her heart thunders as the truth slams into her. Her best friend, the one she trusted, is sitting with her man, laughing and completely unbothered. She can barely breathe, staring at the phone as betrayal tastes bitter on her tongue, tears spilling harder as her world tilts violently on its axis. The moonlight filters softly through the blinds, painting silver lines across Anna's messy bedroom. She lies curled under her blanket, her face buried in the pillow, tears soaking the fabric. Memories of the promise she and Sophie once made replay relentlessly in her mind, each one twisting the knife of betrayal deeper. The phone lies untouched beside her, a cruel reminder of the friendship she thought was unbreakable. She cries without restraint, her sobs echoing in the stillness of the night, every heartbeat pounding with grief, confusion, and the aching sting of lost trust. The boardroom is alive with energy as Anna stands confidently at the front, her red suit sharp, her presence commanding. Her voice rings clear and authoritative, guiding the team through her presentation with precision and flair. Colleagues exchange impressed glances, nodding and clapping at her insights. Every gesture, every word radiates power and poise, a stark contrast to the tear-streaked girl of nights past. Anna smiles faintly to herself, a quiet satisfaction burning inside. She has picked herself up, rebuilt her world, and the office is her stage. Respect, admiration, and a sense of unstoppable momentum surround her like an invisible crown. Sophie sits slumped on the couch, her arm in a sling, bruises mottling her skin, tears streaming down her face. The apartment is dimly lit, shadows stretching across the walls like silent witnesses to her pain. Her voice trembles as she dials, clutching the phone with her good hand, whispering into it between sobs, "Mom. It's happening. I don't know what to do." Her words break like shards, raw and desperate. Each tremor of her body, each tear, tells the story of betrayal, fear, and heartbreak. The shadows deepen, the silence presses in, and the only lifeline she has is the voice she hopes will comfort her on the other end. Sophie's voice wavers
go to
as
the
she looks
Villages
up
this
at
weekend?
Joe, her bruised
No!
face pale,
You're not going
her body
anywhere.
tense. Can I go to the villages? She asks,
No!
hope mingled
You're
with
not going
fear.
anywhere.
Joe's eyes flash with
can
rage,
I go to the
his
villages
face
this
twisting
weekend?
in anger.
No!
No,
You're not going
he
anywhere.
bellows, his voice cracking the walls,
can I go to the
his
villages
fist
this
raised
weekend?
in threat.
No! You're
Sophie
not going
flinches,
anywhere.
shrinking back,
Can I-
heart
can I
hammering,
go to the
her
villages
whole
this
body
weekend?
trembling under the weight
No!
of his fury.
You're not going anywhere.
The room feels suffocating, shadows
the
stretching
villages
like
this
claws
weekend?
around her.
No!
Fear,
You're not going anywhere.
helplessness, and despair crash over her
I go
in
to the
waves,
villages this
every
weekend?
heartbeat echoing
No!
the danger she
You're
cannot
not going
escape.
anywhere.
Sophie sits alone in the dimly lit apartment, the echoes of her choices pressing heavily against her chest. The glow from the street lights outside paints her face in pale, mournful streaks. Her hands tremble as she looks at the phone, at the empty messages, at the reminders of the life she's shattered, Anna's tears, Joe's anger, the broken promises. Her lips quiver, and a soft sob escapes. Regret coils around her like a suffocating fog, the thrill, the victory, the bold moves, all feel hollow now. She whispers to herself, voice cracking, "What have I done?" The room feels unbearably silent, each heartbeat a painful reminder of the pain she has caused, the trust she has destroyed, and the loneliness she can no longer ignore.